The British Journal of Cancer reported that if your ring finger is shorter than your index finger, you have an increased association with prostate cancer. So, not only do I have no sex drive, I'm going to get prostate cancer. Is that what you're saying?
My heart's going to go and we'll go together.
Well,
at least you'll be having sex.
It's sex drive.
Maybe that's the way to do it.
I better rethink this.
Well, the way to go if you're gonna go is to be having sex. Watch out if your ring finger is bigger than your index finger. Who knows, it could be next. Could be your prostate. Well, joke and laugh.
Every woman in his life needs to know.
Joke, 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 joke. Laugh, 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 laugh. Well, what do you know?
Examination can be quite uncomfortable. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to have a comfortable prostate exam. It's very, very important that you relax. Don't tense up. The second key is to breathe deeply in and out, through your mouth and through your nose. And last but not least, think of something really pleasant and maybe a vacation spot. It's like a walk in the park.
Thank you so very much. He is the author of
Penis Power.
So, Dr. Ord, you know a thing or two about prostate.
I do, and you know, we're trying to send the message to guys. It's not that bad, and I did it right here on the show, in the procedure room, with our dear friend Dr. Jen Berman. Take a look. We have liftoff.
We're looking at his prostate. Just don't hurt his brains down there, okay?
You look like you're enjoying that way too much.
Well, don't relax.
I was sending a message to the American men out there. Like, if I can do it up there for TV, that it's not that big a deal. So as Dr. Danhoff said, over the age of 50, if you're at risk, if you have any kind of family history of prostate cancer, you need to make sure that go in there, get the exam. I know the PSA study nowadays is a little controversial, but for sure get in there, at least do a urine analysis, get that digital rectal exam. That's a great place to start.
And women, we know our guys can be stubborn, so it's your responsibility to know this information too, because we take care of the whole family, so get them to their exam.
Yeah, and so we've talked about men's things. What about women's fingers?
Well, for women, the same thing about the index and the ring finger hold true, but it can be associated with osteoarthritis. Just another reason to get your calcium, to do your exercises, so that your bones and your joints can stay nice and strong.
And speaking of fingers and hands, raise your hands if you've ever gotten really cold white fingertips if it's cold outside. So if you're out in the cold and your typically pink fingertips turn temporarily white, but then once you're out of the cold, they turn pink again, that's normal. But if every time it gets a little cool outside, your fingertips turn white, and then they turn blue or purple, that's worrisome. That's a worrisome sign. And then a little bit later, they may turn bright red as blood flow returns back to them. Well, if your hands, anytime it's even mildly cold outside, turn really, really cold in white or blue, that could be a sign of something called Raynaud's phenomenon. What happens in people with Raynaud's is they'll actually get vascular spasms. Those blood vessels that feed your fingertips will spasm, choking off blood flow to your fingertips, often associated with tingling and pain. And again, the key here is there might be a cold draft coming through the room, and all of a sudden your hands will turn white and at times even blue. That's very different than if you're in sub-zero temperatures and you're dealing with frostbite. Raynaud's phenomena, it's more common in women than men. It can be associated with other more serious things, and people who have Raynaud's need to be careful.
Right, and definitely, just as you spoke about, autoimmune disorders, it can be associated with like lupus and Sjogren's disorder and rheumatoid arthritis and thyroid disorder. So if you don't know, to kind of look at this and ask your doctor, because there are blood panels that you can ask for.
If your hands
you
change
should know
color,
about this to be aware, so that you can ask your doctor.
see your doctor.
One other quick point for everyone at home: if you're having, anytime you're active and you're noticing pain, numbness, tingling, and whitening of your toes and fingers, it could be peripheral vascular disease, and that's due to the same phenomenon when we talk about heart disease: plaque buildup in your arteries, creating
Get it
diminished
checked
blood
out.
flow. That's another reason to go get it checked
Go
out.
to
Well,
your
up next,
cell.
the health threat that your toes can reveal. Here's a hint, it's not fungus. We're going to tell you what it is and reveal the hearty meal that can help keep your family out of the doctor's office. Stay with us.